The House will come back to order. Message from the Senate.
Madam Speaker, the Senate has adopted and transmits herewith Senate Joint Resolution 10.
Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of SJR 10.
The motion is to suspend the rules for immediate consideration of SJR 10. Is there any objection? Seeing none, so ordered. Mr. Kohler, please read the title of SJR 10.
Senate Joint Resolution 10 by Senators Roberts and Stedman, also Representatives Wilson and Esgar, concerning the commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the National Historic Preservation Act.
Representative Esgar and Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move Senate Joint Resolution 1610, and I ask that it not be read at length. Members, if you're interested in reading it, it is in your folder. We encourage you to take a look at it. I personally was excited to be a co-sponsor on this resolution because my second favorite thing of Pueblo is our historical buildings. My first is her people, but the historical buildings we have, especially in my district, running along the Union Avenue and the historic Riverwalk, are part of my favorite part of Pueblo. So we're just going to say a few words and then ask for the vote.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, just to take a couple of moments to comment about this resolution. In the interest of time being Friday and the Senate doing their work so slowly, we wanted to get through this here, but it's an important piece. This resolution recognizes the impact of historic preservation efforts in Colorado during the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the passing of the National Historic Preservation Act. 50 years ago, Americans worked with their federal legislators in partnership with state and local governments to pass a federal act to help protect our cultural and historic resources. They did this because, and I quote from the act, quote, "The preservation of this irreplaceable heritage is in the public interest so that its vital legacy of cultural, educational, aesthetic, inspirational, economic, and energy benefits will be maintained and enriched for future generations of Americans." The value of historical preservation, colleagues, is beautifully evident right here in this chamber. Due to the foresight of Speakers McNulty and Ferradino, along with our Chief Clerk, we are guaranteeing that future generations will enjoy the historic grandeur of this chamber. From my personal perspective, I'm humbled each time I sit at one of these desks, or the original desks in this chamber. That's what we're talking about with this historical preservation. It's a direct connection to every representative that ever sat in this chamber. I think Cicero said it best when he said, "To be ignorant of what occurred before you were born is to remain always a child. For what is the worth of a human life unless it is woven into the life of our ancestors by the records of history?" This is a connection to our past, and we need to maintain that.
Representative Esgar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Today we're here to honor the fact that Colorado has always been about preserving our communities and the unique sense of place we all enjoy in this beautiful state. We pass bills and allocate resources that help preserve and maintain these historic places. But we also have been about educating the next generation on the importance of our historical resources. That's why today we're proud to be here with this resolution, and we're proud to have worked with the alumni from the Colorado Preserve America Youth Summit and Discover Colorado students, and also the staff of History Colorado. Welcome all of them to the House today. Thank you.
The question, Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, again, it's been a pleasure to work with the Representative Esgar and with Senators Roberts and Stedman. History is what we stand on. If we ever allow that foundation to erode and disappear, I think our civilization will as well. I ask for your support of SJR 16-010, recognizing the 50th anniversary of the National Historic Preservation Act.
The question before us is the adoption of SJR 10. Is there further discussion on SJR 10? Seeing none, is there objection to taking a voice vote? Seeing none, all those in favor of the adoption of SJR 10, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries. Representative Esgar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I ask that the current roll call be added as co-sponsors.
The motion is to have the current roll call be added as co-sponsors. Is there any objection? Seeing none, so ordered.
Objection.
Well, was there objection? I beg your pardon. I did not hear it. We will move to a roll call vote. Mr. Kohler, please open the machine, and members proceed to vote on the adoption of SJR 10. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I beg your pardon. It is just co-sponsors. So we will open the machine for co-sponsors. Close the machine. See no further business. Are there last-minute announcements and introductions? Representative Esgar.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I was just notified that the kids that just filed into the House are actually the kids from Discover Colorado and the Colorado Preserve America Youth Summit. So if we can welcome them onto the floor.
Welcome to the House chamber, students. Further business, Representative Primavera. We are in announcements and introductions.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just noticed two of my school board members over there from Adams 12, Kathy Plomer and Laura Mitchell, if we could welcome them to the chamber as well.